Take these out.
Yeah, I would.
It's on.
All right. Yeah.
I'm like, Santa. Hey, how are you? How you doing?
Test. We did have a chance. Gracious, that doesn't work. Or even we did have a change. How did we have a change? This may not work out as well as I was going to hope with the sun. Hi, Lieutenant. How are you? Jose, Dave. How are you? It's Major Bruce Black is going to be here. Yes. We have. Yep. I know I typed it in here. Just saw him somewhere. Representing Sheriff Beth Arthur, Major Bruce Black. Great. Hey, Rob.
By the way, last minute notification change, you're out of this matter. By the way, welcome to your position. Get up there and talk.
No, we're putting two there, and then the other ones are going.
What's up, buddy? How are you, man? That is what it is. A lot of stuff happening. Yeah. You got recruits in the parking. Yeah, we're just gonna see that. Yep. Yeah, hey, you gotta figure it out, man. You gotta figure it out. You gotta make training moves also.
Yeah, we're gonna move him up over here.
Okay. So what you want to do here? You want to get your display. Okay. What you want to do is yeah, where is your clock? Yeah. There you go. Good to go.
Last thing we want to hear is son of a.
Yeah, exactly.
What the? Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna go to my stand-up routine.
I'm doing it in my own.
I'm doing it on mine.
He can do it. Anybody can do it.
Yes.
We
could
may
be.
all be scarred for it.
When do I play?
I don't know.
I have, but sometimes they change things, and when Malvaderos isn't involved, I always ask.
Listen, I'm Bob Madero's training coach. So you're going.
He's hosting his own thing down at TSC.
Is he? Oh my God. Wait till I find out.
Wreath presentation. Present arms. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll go to present arms, and as soon as they do that,
Listen up for you.
yep, I'll listen for that. And
What
then,
comes before present arms?
yeah, what's right? There's a replaying. What's before the replaying?
So I have my little spiel. So I'll say Chief David Poblitz, Chief Jay Farr, Bruce Black will now join the Arlington County Public Safety Combined Honor Guard in placing the Wreath. As you come down.
Ready? Right shoulder up. Right shoulder up.
It's getting naughty. It's getting naughty. Yeah. Are you not? What are you already?
Ceremony.
Twice.
Twice.
Still hearing it. Okay. Is the podium off?
When they lower the flags down. Right at
Okay.
the end.
Okay. Perfect.
And then we'll
Yeah. Steps one.
No, I know. But then I'll come
All right. Remember, all right, I say step.
Yes.
Yes.
So which outlet are you with? Oh, okay, all right. WDMP, right? Let's see if they can read
I'll clean up.
How are you been? I know. Good thing as far as crime. I feel like we've been seeing you since time flies. Yeah. Have you been doing other stuff in crime? Is there speakers?
Yeah. It's just a this one.
got to time it out so they do the moment at the right time. Wait.
So in the event that we were the flags and taps and everything, right? The flag.
Taps is being played.
You're not hearing anything?
No, David's running audio. They're not hearing you.
Are you hearing
I'm
anything,
hearing
Rob?
nothing
I'm not
now.
hearing. He's got the mute button on.
Muted
on the-
up there.
Well, I need to know if I have it or not, though.
Well, he could do a test. Well, no, it's not. Do the loud.
Thank you for having me. Calm down. Yeah, baby. Well, I'm going to put it in.
You got it?
Test, test. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them to another, and to assume, that's all I can remember of that, sorry. Did that work? Okay. Upon mentioning your name.
Rob.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Arlington County government, thank you for joining us this morning as we gather to commemorate the anniversary of the terrorist attacks of September 11th, 2001. We come together to honor and remember the lives that were lost and to express our gratitude to all those who responded that day and every day since in service to their fellow citizens. Please stand for the presentation of the colors by the Arlington County Public Safety Combined Honor Guard and the singing of our national anthem.
Stand by. No. Attend. Right shoulder. Oh.
Please remain standing as Officer Jennifer Levy of the Arlington County Police Department will now sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us now in a moment of silence in memory of the nearly 3,000 men, women, and children who lost their lives 18 years ago today. 9:37 a.m. is the time that American Airlines Flight 77 crashed into the Pentagon, killing 184 people. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our elected and senior appointed officials. Arlington County Board Chair, Christian Dorsey. Arlington County Board Vice Chair, Ms. Libby Garvey. Board Member Katie Crystal, and Board Member Matthew DeFerranti. United States Senator Tim Kaine, United States Congressman Don Beyer. State Senator Barbara Favola, State Delegate Patrick Hope, State Delegate Rip Sullivan. Major General Omar Jones, commanding Joint Forces Headquarters, National Capital Region, and the Military District of Washington. Command Sergeant Major Richard Woodring, Joint Forces Headquarters, National Capital Region, and the Military District of Washington. And Colonel Kimberly Peoples, Garrison Commander, Joint Base Meyer Henderson Hall. Arlington County Manager, Mr. Mark Schwartz. Arlington County Fire Chief David Pavlitz. Arlington County Police Chief Jay Farr. And representing Sheriff Beth Arthur, Major Bruce Black. And Director of Public Safety Communications and Emergency Management, Aaron Miller. On September 11th, 2001, people here in Arlington, in New York, in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, started their day like any other. The day was clear with bright blue sky as summer was beginning to release us from its grip. At 9:37 a.m., members of the Arlington County Fire and Police Departments, along with their counterparts from Fort Myer, the FBI, and response agencies from around the metropolitan area, went to work to care for the injured, control the fire, manage the hazardous materials, and deal with the collapse of the building. Civilian and military members of the Pentagon workforce acted heroically, assisting their comrades from the building and, in some cases, re-entering numerous times to search for others. In the end, 59 people on the aircraft and 125 in the Pentagon perished. These 184 souls ranged in age from 3 to 71 years. As we pause each year on this anniversary to remember, their families are reminded of their loss every day. Since 2001, hundreds more have died as a result of cancers and other illnesses associated with the rescue and recovery efforts. Among them, Arlington County Police Officer Harvey Snook. We should never forget those who initially survived, but still later made the ultimate sacrifice. At the Pentagon, the response and recovery efforts lasted for 20 days. As that work ended, the community began the healing process, and the responders intensified their efforts to prepare for a new generation of threats. For the members of our military, September 11th was the beginning of a new mission, unbroken over 18 years and stretching to all corners of the world. Since that day, just as with every day throughout our nation's history, these courageous men and women have answered the call of their country, sacrificing so much and at times sacrificing all to protect our nation and the world from threats to our safety and security. Among those is the USS Arlington, one of 3 ships commissioned to honor the victims and first responders of 9/11. Today, the ship sails the global seas in service to the defense of our nation. When we say never forget, our remembrance must include the commitment of our nation's armed forces. Their enduring sacrifices cannot go unrecognized. Chief David Pavlitz, Chief Jay Farr, and Major Bruce Black will now join the Arlington County Public Safety Combined Honor Guard in placing a wreath at the flagpole to honor those who lost their lives in this tragic event 18 years ago.
Detail. That's it. Hut. Detail. Hut. Right shoulder. On. Reset. On. Detail. Reset. On. Right shoulder. On. Detail.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. Please keep those who lost their lives in your thoughts and prayers throughout the day. Please remain standing for the retiring of the colors.